A legacy is more than the stats you leave on the field. It's also how you're remembered in the hearts of the fans. Few Browns have left as lasting of an impression as Hanford Dixon, one of the men that were the first to bark.
The pulse of the Dawg defense was the best set of corners in the game. All-pros Frank Minifield and Hanford Dixon. Dixon, a Pro Bowl starter, was seldom beaten on pass routes.
Hey, how you doing? Hanford Dixon, it's good to meet you. Oh man, it's my pleasure. What's up, Derrick?
How you doing?
Hey man, Hanford Dixon, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right, welcome to Cleveland.
Yes,
What have you guys heard so far about the Dawg Pound? I want to hear that. You heard anything?
We
or
haven't
you just
heard.
learning about it?
We're learning about the Dawg Pound, yeah.
Well, let me tell you how this whole thing started.
Cleveland's notorious Dawg Pound, the stuff from which legends are made.
I had a partner who played the other corner with me, a guy by the name of Frank Minifield. And we were two all-pro corners. I mean, we were just lockdown corners. That's all we did. I never forget, it was one day in training camp, and we're sitting down thinking, we always had the great linebackers, but we never had a great defensive line. So we were trying to think of something to help them out. And I said, well, why don't we just start barking at the defensive line? And what happened is they'll think, we told those guys, think of you guys as being the dogs and that quarterback being a cat, and you guys go get them. And it was initially for the defensive line, but once we started barking, the fans just took over the whole damn thing, and now it's just history right now. I never forget, I was a little young kid like you guys are. It was just like, man, I'm finally made it, and I'm in the NFL, and you're up against, and you're gonna play against all these guys who you see and you wanted to play against and you always dreamed about, and it was just like, wow. What's been the biggest adjustment for you guys coming from college to the pros?
As far as the practices and things like that, it's been pretty smooth. We've been getting faster with the pace of the game. When you're a senior in college, you pretty much have a playbook down packed, and you come here and you're basically a freshman all over again, trying to learn a new system.
You know, we've been so used to what plays we need to be calling for 4 straight years in college. Now, going over to minicamp, OTAs, we still got to process that, make it quicker so we can just go out and ball on the field.
But one thing that always kept us going that was very important to us was preparation. In the NFL, you have to take it to a new level. You really have to be prepared. You really have to know your opponent. You have to know everything that he is going to do. And that comes from your film study, and you're just studying everything about him. Because teams, I found out, they're going to do certain things or try to do certain things to you, but they're going to try to change it with like different formations, but that's when your film study come into play. But you have to know your opponent. You have to know, because obviously you guys know we're going against, especially on the corner, we're going against world-class athletes, and these guys know where they're going and we don't know. And as for safety, you got to come up and support, and occasionally you're going to be in coverage too. But you have to get that edge on these guys by your preparation. Is there anything that you could take from college and bring it to the NFL that can help you?
Like you talked about, film study. Because, a lot of times, I was preparing 2-3 days before a game, looking at, say, the alignments of the receivers, just the formations, stuff like that, to help me prepare. So.
Anything, same thing? Or?
I say, my leadership. I was one of the captains on the team, so I bring my leadership and, my drive for the game, which got me here. So that's what I could bring from college.
Well, I got to say, I was reading a little something about you, and you played pretty much a whole season with your collarbone hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about tough, I can't even imagine that. I mean, and being a safety, when you come up and hit, I mean, obviously there were pain involved.
Yeah, it was a lot of pain, after the game. My trainers did a great job back in school, keeping me safe throughout the whole game. And, they checked on me after every series and made sure I was doing fine, things like that. But it was just, I had to show a lot of mental toughness and, leadership for my team.
as a cornerback and both of you guys as defensive backs, I don't care what anybody say to you, you can make this football team. You can make this football team. You can play in this league, but you have to believe that yourself. I'm looking forward to watching you guys and watching you prosper, watch you grow, and watch you become the player that I think you guys could be and the player that you guys know that you could be. But I want you to know also if there's anything, I mean anything that I could do to help you, feel free to let me know, give me a call and all that. And I just wish you guys a lot of success. I'm looking forward to it because I know you guys gonna be players.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna be players.
Thank you for talking to us.
You're welcome, big dog.
All right.
Thank you, dog. Good luck to you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got it.
All right.